Mr. Successful. I'm Mr. Navy guy. I'm Mr. All-American. So I'm like, how could anything be wrong with me? It's something wrong with you because you with me and I'm the one dysfunctional, so you must like me being dysfunctional. That was the way in my mind, that's how I dealt with it, because I'm like, okay, so if she's still with me, then I could be dysfunctional. She's not going anywhere. But I always knew that I could come back. A lot of times when you're together, when we're talking and we're out, and you notice I'm not eating. You know why I wasn't eating? Because I was guilty. When a person is guilty, they don't have an appetite. At least I didn't. My stomach was always hurting. That's part of my karma, I suppose. But when I was guilty, when I was wrong, when I was cheating, when I was leaving, when I was disappearing, when I was ghosting, I couldn't eat because I knew that I was wrong. My appetite was gone. You know, it was gone. So I'm not saying excuse a narcissistic person. I'm not saying excuse a broken person. I'm not saying excuse a man or woman that have childhood issues that have not been resolved. I'm saying these are part of the things that I did, and this is why I did, because I knew that I could always come back. Because narcissistic people, or just say me, I didn't care about how much time was invested in a relationship. Once I got you, that was my conquering moment. I was happy because I didn't think it, or I can get her, or I can get her, or I can get her, but I did. And once I got her, there was nothing else left for me to do in a relationship. Now I got to buy time. Now I got to act like I'm committed. Now I got to act like I want to be married. I want to be engaged. I didn't even know how to be a husband. I didn't even know how to recognize a wife. I didn't, because of all my promiscuous ways, the men that I looked up to that were womanizers, that were gangsters and hustlers and cheaters, you know, and fighters. It wasn't about being monogamous. It wasn't about being committed. It wasn't about having a beautiful wedding and staying married for 25, 35 years. No. Although I had those standards and good men in my life, I chose to take the path of being dysfunctional and disrupting the family, you know? And so a lot of times when I would go and be with her, it's because I knew that being with her, I could be that little boy. Being married, being in a committed relationship was too much work for me because I was immature. I wasn't ready for women. I could get women, but I couldn't keep them. And so when I go find this woman that's the path of least resistance, that's less than my ex-girlfriend or my ex-wife, that's much less of a woman, right? Not to put her down, but she was, because that's what I needed, because that was the easiest route for me. I could be a little boy. I could come and go. I could yell and scream. She'll be fearful of me. She's not going to talk back. She'll cook when I want to cook. We'll have sex when I want to have sex. I watch TV all day. I drink beer all day on the couch, farting, popping my knuckles, popping my toes, clipping toenails, just being trifling on the couch. I was okay with being a little dysfunctional, rotten, dirty little boy. Going with the good, solid women, it was like too much work. But that's the work I should have been doing to make me a better man. I should have been a better example. Instead, I was a poor example. I was a poor excuse of a boyfriend, of a husband, of a father. I was. But a lot of times you're like, well, why, like my friends used to be like, man, what the hell you doing with her, man? She look a damn gorilla. You know, she need a ticket just to get out the damn zoo. I didn't see that she looked like that. I don't know what it was, but I was infatuated with her, allowing me to be a broken little boy until I wasn't ready, until I didn't want to be that broken little boy anymore. Then I go back to my ex and have to man up, be a man. That was born to me, but it was the right thing to do. The good women I had kept me alive. The women that were just like me made me sick. I had headaches. I had red eyes. You know, smoking cigarettes, smoking cigars, drinking liquor, watching porn. Just raggedy and tired and dysfunctional. That was my norm. If your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or wife like the drama and the trauma and the noise and the danger as their norm, there's a mental condition there. I can't diagnose anybody. I'm not a psychiatrist, a psychotherapist, a psychologist. I'm not a social worker. But I know when I was acting the way that I was acting, when I was giving up the good women, when I was, giving up my wife and giving up spending time with my kids for the people that were just like me, that's a mental condition, things that I had never even resolved as a child. But I can get up in the morning and go to work in the military. I can lead hundreds of people. I can write evaluations. I can write awards. I can work out. I can initiate people. But I couldn't be a good boyfriend. I couldn't be a good husband. Unresolved childhood, dysfunctional little boy issues. So I looked for the women that wanted a little boy and not the women that wanted a man. All right, I hope that helps people, Just think about those things. The person that's leaving you is cheating and stuff like that. Don't be so quick to give up on them. I know some of y'all spend time with them, help them out. It's a mental condition, and they need help. Whenever you walk away from a whole, full-fledged family, I did it. They need help. All right, y'all have a great day.
Daddy, are we poor?